I'm inviting everyone to come center down so we can pray in. So let's take a breath in. Let our shoulders drop. And as we move into our heart space, we allow ourselves to feel the power of love and the presence of peace at the core of our being. These amazing invisible qualities that are the true North Star of our lives. So we just imagine as each person walks in today that truth and love will resonate within the core of their being. That each person discovers the power of their divine identity and is charged for living life abundantly. In each one of us, we open our beings to be led this day, to be nurtured, to be inspired. We say, thank you, Spirit, for creating this time, this space, this group of talented people that come together to allow us the joy of entering into transformation and connection and deep joy. And so it is.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Unity Church of Bon Air on a beautiful Sunday morning, boy. We're so glad that everybody's here today. I want to remind you, if you have a cell phone with you that might make noise, if you wouldn't mind just putting it on silence. Shh. Because we have some beautiful music for you today. And two local artists out of our community. I'm so thrilled that we have this caliber of talent with us today. Our first vocalist is going to bless us with a beautiful song, What a Wonderful World. Her name is Carol Covell, and Carol sings jazz locally around town, has been doing it for many a year, and she's a favorite with the Richmond Jazz Society folks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Carol Covell.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, I see them in the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies crying, oh, I watch them grow. They'll come to learn more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Full world. Of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, I see them in the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies crying, oh, I watch them grow. They'll come to learn more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Myself, what a wonderful world. Full
Remain standing. Oh, you didn't. We're going to affirm what we know to be true. God is good and all is well. Thank you, Carol. That was gorgeous.
What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. Profound.
Unity. I love all these bright, shining faces. Welcome to Unity Church of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and I am joy-filled to be able to be the senior minister at this church and serve alongside of each one of you, because all of us are creating this amazing space where acceptance and unconditional love are growing and flowing. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time, whether you're in person or online, we are grateful for your presence and participation as we share this special time together. We have come here as part of love's divine purpose that calls each one of us to celebrate the connection we all share with this presence within us and all around us that we call God. And in this spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all religious gatherings and all people everywhere. And we want to especially welcome any of you who are here for the first time. If you're in the room, please raise your hand and you will receive a visitor's packet. And we invite you to come join us in Fellowship Hall at the end of the service. And if you're with us online, please check out unitybonair.org to see the events that are happening here, and you are invited to come to any of them. Okay, so I have a joke that has a little violence in it, but we're going to go past that to the punchline at the end. So a man is in his parking lot with an older man in a kind of junky old truck, and accidentally he runs into a Ferrari. And out of the Ferrari comes the CEO, and he goes, "You old geezer, what do you think you're doing? You've just hit my car. It's going to cost $50,000 to fix that. And I need you to give me that money." And the little man is a bit shaken up, and he says, "Well, sorry, but I don't have that kind of money. But let me call my son. He trains dolphins, and we'll get him involved in this." And so he calls the son, and he's explaining the situation to him, and then he hands the phone to the Ferrari owner. And the Ferrari owner says, "I'm fixing to beat the crap out of your dad, and if you come over here, I'll beat the crap out of you. You just bring your hippie dolphin training butt over here." and the guy goes, "I'll be there in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, up pull these two military black cars, and out get these 6 hunking men. And they go over, and he's the one that gets the beat down. And the son goes over to the father and says, "Dad, for the last time, I'm telling you, I don't train dolphins. I train SEALs, Navy SEALs." Okay, so let's take a nice centering breath, a deep breath in and exhale. And another one, and as we're doing that, let's relax our shoulders. And we allow ourselves to go into our heart center. And remember the truth of our being. This place filled with the Christ presence, filled with the 12 powers, filled with the truth of what it means to be a spiritual being. And we just let the love that is there wash over us from our head down to our feet. And we let this love that is within us, pour out into the room, and we're going to pour it out into the world. But we start right here with all those whose names are in our prayer box, whose names are in our e-news, those members and friends who are going through something challenging in their lives. If you have someone in your family or circle outside of the church and would like to add their name, you may do that out loud or silently right now. And we take a moment to remember that these beloved ones are also filled with the power and the presence of the Christ. And that absolutely everything they need is within their divine center. And that Christ has told us it is the Father's good pleasure to give us what we need. So we see their lives being blessed. We see their hearts being open to receive all the good that would come. And we give thanks for this truth of our being. Now we think about our country, we think about our world, and we hold all those in positions of power and leadership in this incredible love that is in the depths of each of us. And we see that love activated and coming forth to pull our world into a place where we live as brothers and sisters. And we take a moment to let our mind be filled with an image from outside that fills us with joy. Whether it's the leaves turning colors, the crispness of the air, the beauty that is fall. We just give thanks for this incredible planet, this universe in which we live that is so full of beauty and color and diversity and growing things. And we bless it. And we continue on thinking about the children that are here in our area, Sunday school area, and children around the world. These amazing little packages of joy and imagination and love, so full of life. We bless them and see them growing up to know the truth of their being, to know they have what they need within them, that they can grow and thrive and come into adulthood expressing the power of love, however it is specific for them to do. We take one final moment, just allow ourselves to step into gratitude and appreciation. And picture 3 things in our mind that have blessed us. And we close this time by saying together, I am grateful 3 times. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And so it is. Let's see. So we're going to go to our statement of truth, and it's up there. Let us affirm together what we believe. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the omnipotent good. And then I'd like to invite Carol. Where is she? Come on up. So I don't know how many of you were here last Sunday, but holy cow, what a Sunday we had. So I want to give Carol a little gift to thank her for, she kind of got pushed into this position, but she stepped in with with grace and joy, and so we thank you and appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we know that we have 10 more quarts of stew that are going to be for sale after service, $15 a quart, and you can see Carol and happily go home with dinner ready to roll. And then I have one other thing to share. So I've shared this with the board, but I keep forgetting to bring it in here. We have been given the Green Star Award, Making Changes for a Better World. So this is through Unity Worldwide's part called Earth Care. And they send you paperwork and you fill it out and say, this is what we're doing to be green. So we said, we've got a solar flower, we're using real forks instead of plastic forks, we've got a well, we've got this and that. And so they send you a certificate, and I'm going to see if we have some people who want to keep working with us on being green, and you can continue to go up the scale of caring for our earth seriously. So, yay, team! Let's see if that wants to sit there. Not really. Let's try there. There we go. All right, and now we're going to pray the Lord's Prayer together, but instead of singing it, I've asked Deb to put the words on the screen that I had in the e-news this week, and this is a direct translation from Aramaic. It comes out a bit different than what we're used to reading in the King James Version. So, let me get where I can see it too. So please join with me. O birther, Father, Mother of the cosmos, focus your light within us. Make it useful. Create your reign of unity now through our fiery hearts and willing hands. Help us love beyond our ideals and sprout acts of compassion for all creatures. Animate the earth within us. We then feel the wisdom underneath, supporting all. Untangle the knots within so we can mend our heart's simple ties to each other. Don't let silkish things delude us, but free us from what holds us back from our true purpose. Out of you, the astounding fire, returning light and sound to the cosmos. Amen.
All right, let's stand. It's time to sing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Got it right. My name is Edward Hayes. I am on the Love and Action Committee. I can't think of a better word. I coordinate the greeters, the people you meet. I was the Brunswick Stew master. Hold up. But not this year, because I was not under the weather. Quite frankly, Steve Yars gets credit for that. So. Our transformational opportunities. Halloween is coming up. And once Halloween hits, the Christmas season is officially here. You may not like it, but that's the reality. And so we're thinking about Christmas, and we're going to start decorations. And it's time to think about lights, and more lights. How many of you have seen the illumination in our garden? Is it fabulous? If you haven't, make sure you do it this year. To do it takes a lot of work. And so we are asking for volunteers on the Saturdays in November from 10 a.m. to noon to come and help us put up lights and other things. Myra, are you here? She's right. Okay. Myra is the coordinator of this. She's been doing it. Do you have any idea how many years she's done this? It's at least 3 or 4, at least. It's quite an undertaking, and please thank her if you get the opportunity. The Women of Unity have made Halloween earrings. You are some busy folks. And they are for sale in the hallway for our English-speaking people for $5. And if you have money, kind of bring us a $5 bill. If not, we can use a QR code. And Jody, Jody will be there. And here's what I'm going to say. Talk to Jody. You can explain it. I'm not going to try to explain the whole way. We can use the QR code. Irrespective, it's a wonderful thing. It's fantastic. Oh, and money goes to the Fall Festival. All proceeds go to the Fall Festival. Next Thursday, Sharon Gomelman is offering another session to learn Mahjong. It starts at 10:15 in New Rock Hall. Reach out to Sharon, and you can wave, stand up, whatever. Yay! For more information. Mark your calendars. Our next Unity and Community meeting is Sunday, the 2nd of November, which is next week. Please enjoy the Coffee Express. I like that one. And then come back at 12:15 and join us in this meeting. It's going to be live streamed as well. Please be part of this whole experience. And don't forget today, several of us are heading over to St. Michael's Episcopal Church to help pack meals for the Rise Against Hunger. Grab a quick refreshment and join us. All ages are welcome. And we're encouraging folks to carpool if we can. So if you're interested in doing this, kind of, I guess, a little after the fellowship coffee, just kind of congregate at the front door and go do this wonderful thing for the community. Speaking of the Fall Festival, we appreciate so much all of you who made and contributed food to the Fall Festival. We have lots of serving and baking dishes in the kitchen. Please stop by and get yours home. I already told Gretchen if she doesn't get that pot, I'm going to take it. I think that's it. We enjoy many opportunities to participate here for service and growth. Please help us by checking the events calendar on our website, subscribe to our weekly e-news, and follow us on Facebook. And now for our daily word. And the word for today, let's see, we're on the page. Yep, is discover. My life is a journey of discovery. Over many years, I have traveled to other lands, discovering new cultures and landscapes. Through my explorations, I have learned all kinds of things and grown in all kinds of ways. My spiritual life has been a journey of discovery as well. Through my spiritual practice, I have deepened my understanding of God and of myself as a spiritual being. I have discovered new landscapes within myself, and I have communed with God in prayer and have changed my life through the power of thinking. As long as I live, I will find more to discover. Questioning, learning, and growing help me discover the wonders within and all around me. Our scripture today comes from Jeremiah 33rd chapter, 3rd verse. Call to me, and I will answer you. I will tell you great and hidden things that you have not known. Our affirmation for today, I will say it once, and then we will say it 3 times together. As I discover, I learn and grow. 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 Now, music.
Very happy to introduce our next vocalist that will be blessing us with some music. This gentleman, I'm going to call him a Renaissance man. He dabbles in so many things. He's a teacher, a very intuitive teacher that does healing work locally. And, he's got 3 or 4 websites of different things that he does. He works with pets. But today, what you're going to hear is the vocalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Adams.
Hi, everybody. Hey. All right. Good to see all of you. Oh. I believe in you and me. I believe that we will be in love eternally. Well, as far as I can see, you and I will be the one for me. Oh, yes, you will. And I believe in dreams again. I believe that love will never end. And like the river finds the sea, I was lost. Now I'm free, 'cause I believe in you and me. I will never leave your side. I will never hurt your pride. When all the chips are down, I will always be around, just to be right where you are. My friends, oh, I love you so. I will never leave you out. I will always let you in to places no one's ever been. Deep inside, can't you see that I believe in you and me? You are the light that brightens up all of my days. You are the love that lasts forever. I will walk with you forever. I believe in miracles, and love's a miracle. And you make all of my dreams come true. I was lost, now I'm free, and I believe in you and me. I was lost, now I'm I believe in you and me. I believe in you and me. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, I knew we were going to have to buckle our seatbelts for the music today. Woo, thank you both so much, Carol and Mark. So I got to start off. I forgot something. I was excited to have Carol up here, and I wanted to mention what we made for the Fall Festival. So if you were here and helped us create this sum, I'm going to say, please raise your hands. Look at all this. This takes a village for sure. So the money that came in was, this is not our profit, I'll give you the profit in a second, but just this is the biggest amount we've done so far. $2,373. Woo! The amount of that was profit was $1,523. But we've got more stew to sell and more earrings to sell, so we'll see a little increase in that too. So I'm talking about the power of life today, which is technically the power for December. But December gets washed in the themes of Christmas, so we're starting Christmas season early again here. So I want to tell you a story about a CEO. He was kind of a rough guy, but he posted a sign on the door into the building, please join us in the assembly room. The person who is responsible for you not being able to do your best job has passed. Please meet us at 9 o'clock. So all the employees felt sad, and they show up in the assembly room, and to their shock, there's the CEO standing there, and them going, okay, who died? And he said, well, we're having a funeral, and I'm going to invite each of you to go up silently and quietly and look in the coffin. So they get up, and when they look down into the coffin, there's a mirror. And next to the mirror is a note that says, the only person responsible for you succeeding or you failing, you're looking at them. So he's getting the message across to each of the employees that they have the power within themselves to do what brings on the fullness of life for them. I thought that was a pretty clever trick for someone to think up. So the opposite of life is not death, it is stagnation. The currency of life, who knows what it is? All of that, but I'm saying divine ideas. The limitless possibilities that we either squash or set in motion. God is life, and we give life to our dreams and intentions, that which is the truth and depth of our being. Life is of divine origin. Life is eternal and indestructible. As in the first law of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created or destroyed. And the other thing about life is it's ever expanding. It blows my mind that there are at least 100 billion planets in our Milky Way galaxy. Life exists in potential and requires intentionality and direction. Life gives rise to the body, and the invisible takes shape in visible form. Well, while it would seem that a man and a woman create life, we would say that life is given and grows within a mother, yet comes as a mysterious gift from an invisible realm. Life as a principle and spiritual ability is not to be confused with human life. A human body, has a beginning and an end in our time and space reality. Life, the principle and spiritual ability, has no such finite existence. Life is eternal, which means it has always been, is now, and always will be. So we know, all of us are aware of the limitations of the human body, but life, the principle and power, is indestructible. Life is ever renewing. Reverend Linda, in her book Divine Audacity, says, our power of life expresses as animation, vitality, and presence. So let's talk about those for a second. The animating power of life is the evolutionary force. Life has a forward, onward, and upward impulse. Life derives its intelligence from the life behind it. So a consciousness tuned to love and wisdom expresses those qualities. The animated power of life does not merely happen to us, we wield that animating power. Our thoughts, our choices, our actions get expressed in visible form. So all of this is coming from the invisible. Mary Morrissey always taught that, a chair, a pulpit, a candle, it's always first an idea in mind, and it takes visible form as we work on the idea in our mind, in our consciousness. So here's a great story Linda tells in her book. So there was a 47-year-old veteran who was told by his doctors he would never walk again unassisted. So he lived this direction for 15 years until he ran into a yoga teacher who believed in his life potential. So this man released 140 pounds in 10 months and began walking and running. The power of somebody's words to say, you're never going to do this again, you're never going to do that again, and then to have somebody step forward and say, man, you've got it within you to do this stuff. It's life-giving. The stories we tell ourselves can motivate us or disempower us. These teachings are so powerful because they can help us choose life. So that's the animating part. Vitality is the second characteristic. Vitality is an aspect of the power of life. So vital has 4 meanings: essential, necessary, having energy, and the ability to thrive. So wholeness is our true nature, the way we display our power of life. And we are whole regardless of any material condition that would appear otherwise. That's like one of the first Unity teachings that kind of had to rock my boat. I had to, get on board with that. Wholeness is not always obvious to us, especially when there is the presence of a disease. But think about Stephen Hawking, who was diagnosed at 27 with a motor disease. He ended up in a wheelchair requiring 24/7 care. Yet he served the world as a renowned physicist, researcher, and author. One would be tempted to say he was less than whole. Yet here he was, vitally alive and coping with a body that was not functioning like your and my bodies function. Charles Fillmore wrote, "When we are not manifesting life as we desire, it is because our thoughts and our conversations are not in accord with the life idea, with this, this power of life that gives us the ability to move forward." Every time we think life, we speak life, we rejoice in the gift of life, we are setting free and bringing into expression in ourselves more and more of this life idea. In principle, life is being, which is invisible. In form, life is existence, which is visible. The visible comes into expression from the invisible. And this is the third quality she mentions. The invisible can be called presence. We say that God is omnipresent. You know, we have the three omnis about God. So omnipresent means present everywhere. We are essentially a presence, a spiritual being taking form, and this that is ignited by this invisible force. Each of us is a distinctive, unrepeatable expression of God. We express the one light, the one mind uniquely. Butterworth wrote this, and I love this quote: "The whole universe is on your side. Life is forever biased on the side of healing, on the side of overcoming, on the side of success. When you get yourself centered in the universal flow, you become synchronized with this divine bias for good." We are created for life. There will be a time when our body ceases, but this power of life continues. This invisible animating force continues on. You are brimming with life. The power lives in the depths of who you are. Do you need a reset? Turn within. Connect to the source, to the fountain of life. It's always, always, always present. This presence is always in us. So I have a beautiful story about presence. Let me get a sip here. And it's got, so I'll talk about it at the end, it's got two different levels of presence going on in it. So it happens in England. There was a man who was in his 90s, well, he's 89, almost 90, and he was served in the Korean War on behalf of England. And he was in a terrible situation. He and 12 other men, there were 13 of them together, had a ridge to hold. And everything was going wrong. Their communication was cut off. Their supplies were cut off. And they had, before the communication got cut off, they found out that a convoy was going to be going through, that they needed to be at that space protecting this convoy who was taking injured soldiers out, hundreds of injured soldiers. So Thomas, the man who was the head of this group, decided that they would stay and hold that place even though it looked like it was hopeless. So at the end of the, I forget if it was 48 or 72 hours, there were only 3 of them left. But the convoy had gotten through. And the 3 men got split up and put in different things. And he felt responsible for all of that happened. He wrote letters to each family who had a member that was killed and each of the others that were living to say what an amazing, courageous stand they had taken that day. And then when he came back, he wanted to let military authority know that there should be medals, there should be acknowledgement, there should be something. Decades he tried, and because some of this information got buried in military piles of paperwork, they could never ratify that that had happened. So now he's in his late 70s, and he says, what can I do to make this happen? Because he wasn't looking for glory for himself. He was looking for families to be acknowledged, for these lives to be acknowledged. So he decided to go. He found how Prince William operated, and he found that he walked around on Tuesdays outside of Buckingham Palace. So he went and sat in a park bench across from Buckingham Palace for 3 years in a row, every Tuesday. Sat there holding a picture, more or less praying the names of these beloved friends that had passed and the ones that were still living. And he would just sit there and hold vigil, waiting for the opportunity to unfold for him to speak to Prince William. Well, finally, one cold morning, Prince William was out and he was doing his thing, and he saw this man sitting there holding something that looked priceless. And he could hear he was saying something, but he didn't know what he was saying. And he walked up to him and said, "Excuse me, may I sit down and chat with you?" And of course, he was overjoyed. He had magnetized this to happen. And so he told him the story of these lives. And Prince William said, "We will take care of this." And so they got the proof and all that stuff, got families notified, did some things to honor all of that. And then this man died 6 months later. But to him, it mattered that these lives who had stood for something amazing got acknowledged. Well, that was one form of presence. He knew within himself the value of each of those lives. But then the amazing thing is somebody in a position of power knew the value that those lives mattered as well. And Prince William came from the humblest of places to sit down and listen and talk to this man and get his story and allow this interaction to happen. So this presence of the divine love called Prince William to sit and be present with him. The presence of the divine love in Thomas called him to sit there and keep vigil for 3 years every Tuesday, for like 4 hours at a whack. This was not just this was a commitment on his part to honor that. That's the power of us knowing the power of this life that lives within us, and that each life has something going on that matters that no one else has the ability to replicate or do. We are each unique expressions of this divine power. This is who we are, beings connected to the power of life. And as we show up in the flow of life, we empower others to fully live. Jesus said, "I have come that you might have life and have it abundantly." His teaching was, it's already here. The kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. And I just found out this week, I've been doing theology for 30 years, never knew, the word heaven means expansive. Expansive. This kingdom of heaven is within you. This force of love, of goodness, of life is within us, seeking ever to expand as we give ourselves over to these powers. May we discover this abundant life and make choices from it, take actions from it, be the power of presence from it. So I'm going to give us 3 different affirmations to say, and we'll close up. So I am divine life ever renewing. I am divine life ever renewing. I am divine life ever expressing. I am divine life ever expressing. I am one with the one. I am one with the one. And so it is. I behold the one power in each of you, shining, radiating, calling each one of you to do that which is yours to do, to be that in the world that makes a difference and that shines light in the midst of darkness. And time for more music.
Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to make it through. Lead me to the light. Make my eyes to see all that I could be. Help me to see it through. Lead me to the light. Turn my night to day. Take the hurt away. Help me to be with you. Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light.
So let's take a visit to that light within us. I'd like you to take a deep breath and exhale. Feel yourself supported in your chair. And acknowledge the one presence and the one power that is beating within your body. It is energy within your invisible form. We are in relationship with the infinite at all times, yet when we stop and become aware of it, amazing things happen. So be still and know. Know that God is expressing as you. Get the feeling that the universe is rushing, streaming into you while you sit here quietly. See the light flowing within you and from you. Let's go into this sacred space. Here we go. I invite you to come back to this place. Hear these words from Butterworth again. The whole universe is on your side. Life is forever biased on the side of healing, on the side of overcoming, on the side of success. When you get yourself centered in the universal flow, you become synchronized with this divine bias for good, for this light that is ever, ever shining within you. And so it is. See, and our ushers are coming forward, and as they are doing so, I invite you to hold your offering in your hands as we say our blessing. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving.
Mark Adams.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of our night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope and one pale thin ray reaching for the day that we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of love. We may not reach the ending, but we can start slowly and truly mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, maybe now, we'll start learning how that we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of love. When your hope is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but finally a city of love. Thank you.
And now let us bless our gifts. We're so very grateful for these gifts. We remember that the gift and the giver are one, and we send these gifts forward to expand the love and joy consciousness within this community in Richmond and around the world. So let us affirm together, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And so it is. And then I'm going to ask our chaplains to stand up. We have these wonderfully committed beings of love and light to have a prayer with you at the end of service. Thank you all so much for your service. And we also, if you need to drop a note in the prayer box, that's a possibility. We want to acknowledge we've had people greeting at the front door. We have Safari and Marcy on duty. We've got the Susans are doing the kitchen crew today. And we have Dan and Deb in the back. And we had Adam and Carol and our regular stars. So we'll give everyone a blessing as we get our children in.
Good morning, Unity.
Good morning.
My name is Rachel. I'm the youth director here. Today helping me was Megan. We've had a very calm class today. We've had a great time. We made collages. We talked about the power of life. And we even attempted a bit of a meditation. Yeah, so thank you to Megan and everyone.
All right, let's do our blessing. Friends, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are, and we see you doing amazing things. And I'm going to remind those who are going to the Rise for Hunger thing. So I'm going to invite you to do a drive-through in the fellowship hall. Grab your stuff and then run out to your cars, and we'll head on over there. So. So let's stand for our closing prayer. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth